So, Merry fucking Christmas, everybody. It's been a while. It's been a long-ass while, because shit's been kind of crazy. This whole moving out thing was a giant pain in the ass, and I don't recommend it. But with the help of my friend Liz and Ian, we managed to get my shit from Port Coquitlam, too. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you probably can't. I live next to the P&E Forum right now because I'm staying in my buddy's guest room. It's honestly really nice over here, and for the first time in 2 years, I've had a 20-minute commute from fencing. I have been busing for an hour and 10 minutes beforehand, and holy fuck, is it convenient. I'm also like 20 minutes away from the girl I'm dating right now, and it is going well. Just having a lot of fucking fun. It's good fun. I got sick immediately after I moved. Fucking giant pain in the ass. Basically, the day before I moved all my shit last month, I got sick and then just had to move my shit anyway, and just spent the next week being sick in my buddy's guest room. And he was just like, "Are you fucking alive?" And I'm like, "Probably not." But it's February now. My contract's almost over, but I've got some little side gigs lined up that'll be fun. I'm excited for those. I'm going to be working on one of my former coworkers' indie games, and I'm going to take a little time to just, work on my portfolio. I figured out, I probably said this last time, that my portfolio sucked. It just wasn't representative of my skills. And that, really put me in a bad position to just find work. The industry's still exploding, but I don't know how exploding it is. Some people are saying it's ticking up. Some people are saying it's ticking down. I think when Pixar does $1.6 billion at the box office, it's some kind of good sign. I mean, if fucking Inside Out 2 could do the most money Pixar's ever done at $1.6 billion, then can't be dead yet. So I think VFX is still alive. 2D is fucking dead. That's just how it is. I haven't been playing a ton of games. Vampire Survivors, Balatro, anything on my fucking phone. Just not a ton of time for it in between, hanging out with people and everything. Just a lot of time hanging out with people. God. So much time just being around people and just trying to get my shit together. But I've been watching a lot of movies. I watched a lot of classic movies. I watched Gremlins 2. I watched The Dark Crystal. I saw... what was it? Just really catching up on my movies. Thanks to Leah, the girl I'm dating right now, who's fantastic. Prides herself on her house being an open bar, if that's any indication of the type of girl. She's really funny. She's so unhinged, and it's crazy. I got invited to her brother's birthday party. We went to the North Shore and ate at probably the nicest Greek restaurant I've ever eaten at. I got a $29 platter of calamari, and it was worth $29. I got $29 worth of food. It was 3 meals. It was absolutely crazy. And we went bowling, we're just fucking wasted. And they're all just being ridiculous. But yeah. So, I have both not enough stories and too many stories these days. Just a lot of shit happening and nothing I can pick out. So I think from here on with the vlogs, I'm going to do a once a week digression. So this week's digression is Pathfinder 2. I just finished the first mini campaign in Pathfinder 2, and it has been a pretty good time. No matter how many I make a campaign, it is never small enough. I just was trying to make a little... So here's the whole fucking thing. The whole point of this campaign was I wanted to just pick a monster and make it a nightmare for my players. They're all level 1. They're all starting out. They don't know what the fuck is going on. I was just going to hit him with a doppelganger, and it was just going to be a fucking game of Amogus where I'm just trolling the shit out of my players with a guy who's killing everybody, and we're just going to see if they can solve the mystery or kill the doppelganger. And they're in these subterranean caves. It's like a Fallout vault. And they're trying to figure out, where the fuck did this guy go? They were talking to a guy about a minute ago, and now he's gone. And there's also like a dead body that was there when they were talking to the guy. And they're like, what the fuck is this? What's this dead body? What the hell? Why is there just a dead body here? But they don't know what the fuck is going on because they've never been to this vault. Cut to like a session later. Another guy is dead. The guy before they were talking to is missing. And they're like, oh, something's going on. They are now deputized and they're tasked with trying to find the murderer. Another guy disappears. Suddenly there's a fucking standoff in the middle of the lunchroom. And they're just fucking aiming guns at each other. My players do the dumbest shit they could have did. They looked at the two suspects. There's a short kobold and a tall, long arms ranger, like a cowboy, like a Jesse McCree kind of shit. And they split up the fight and they chase them off. And they go in different directions. And they decide, well, we gotta chase them both. We can't let both suspects get away. We gotta interrogate both of them. So they split the party. And they chase both suspects. And the cowboy, the one who actually looks kind of dangerous, that was kind of the red herring, they chase him down. And he's just like, oh, you got me. But the other two players, they chase down the little kobold. And they trap him in a room. They use electronic doors to lock him in, because it's kind of a sci-fi setting. And he just turns around and he goes, well then. And immediately it's claws out, because doppelgangers have these big fucking 3-foot long finger claws, and just starts throwing hands. And instantly, bam, crit. Corbin is down. He gets one-shotted. Once again, bam, crit. The warrior goes down. He gets one-shotted. This thing is throwing crits like crazy. The other two players finally figure out that the other guys have been missing for a hot minute and they don't know where they are. And they go to look for them and just find 2 dead bodies on the ground. And they're like, oh, no. And there's just a doppelganger standing there going, hoo hoo hee hee. So a fight starts. And this fight shouldn't be doable. The doppelganger is a tier 3 enemy. And there's 3 tier 1s. It's 2 of my players. It's Mel and Liz. And then an NPC with a gun. It's the cowboy. And they just start fucking fighting. Corbin gets back up. He's not dead, thankfully. He gets potioned for reasons. Don't worry about it. And he is fighting with like no health. The Mel's character, an investigator, a Columbo type, immediately gets knocked down by another crit. 0 health on the floor. And everyone just starts swinging. And it's literally critical hits back and forth. It's the swingiest fight I've ever seen. But Mel's character dies. Corbin's character gets back up. The warrior's unconscious. There's Liz's character. There's Corbin. And then my NPC. And everyone's swinging. 2 crits go out. 2 misses go out. Corbin narrowly doesn't die. He finds out at the last second after reading his sheet he has uncanny dodge, and he avoids getting clipped, which definitely would have killed him on the spot and just ended the whole encounter. But then my fucking stupid cowboy man crits this thing for half its health in one shot on pure luck. He's been nothing but misses. And it goes down. And I'm like, you lucky sons of bitches, you were not going to win that fight. You're so lucky that I had a fucking NPC there to help you out a little bit. And he was not supposed to do that. And you got so fucking lucky. And so the campaign ends just a smidge early because I was really going to gaslight them. And they kill the doppelganger. They solve the crimes. They find their missing persons. Yada, yada, yada. But man, that doppelganger is going to be so fun. I was going to have him drag away Corbin's character, who's like a young kid. Don't ask. And I was just going to have him like fucking fuck with him a little and play cat and mouse and just do a hostage situation. And just use that to terrorize the players for like 2 more sessions. I was just going to have him like every time someone was about to do something. It was just going to be like, well, I'll kill Corbin's character. Do you want me to kill Corbin's character? You got to figure something out. I was going to see what they're going to do with that. but they got so lucky. Ah! And so here we are. They finished the campaign. Only one fatality. Mel's character died because in the ensuing scramble, the doppelganger just went, well, there's a dead guy down there. I'm just gonna kill him. Fucking die. And then he just died. Because they were so reckless. Got so lucky. God damn. Anyway, that's my rant for this week. Cheers, y'all.